welcome back, Central Texas sports fan, to our last and final American Statesman webcast for the 2008 football season. Rick, this past Saturday, Lake Travis wrapped up their second straight Class 4A championship, 48-23 win over Longview. We were both there in Waco. What were your impressions about the game?
Well, my impressions were that Lake Travis won fairly easily when I thought it was going to be a close game. You got to give Garrett Gilbert credit for all those touchdowns, running and passing. I thought the difference was a defense that Lake Travis put out there that may have played its best game of the year.
Very talented Lake Travis squad. I'm sure we can expect to see a lot of those players and those names pop up on our All Central Texas team that will be published on Saturday. All this week, online and in print, we will be printing off nominees for Player of the Year, Coach of the Year, and Newcomer of the Year. I'm sure we're going to see, I know we have a Lake Travis player in each of those categories. I'm sure you can guess which guy's going to be nominated for Player of the Year. His name's Garrett Gilbert. But right now, why don't we have a little impromptu award show? Rick, what was the best game you watched this year?
The best game I saw was, what was that guy's name, Gilbert?
Yeah.
Well, anyway.
It's all right.
Lake Travis in the fourth round of the playoffs was playing Alice at the Alamo Dome. They were up 35-12, and they were just blowing them away. 3 touchdowns later, Alice is within 35-32, and I thought maybe it's slipping away. Then Garrett came up with 3 late touchdowns in the fourth quarter, put it up 55-32. So much for that scare.
My best game, I saw a lot of close games in the regular season. Pflugerville beating Westlake on a last-second touchdown. Stony Point losing to Allen, last-second touchdown. Same thing with the Bowie-Pflugerville game. I think my best game is going to go to actually Austin High and Westwood. It was September 11th. It was during that weekend where all that craziness was happening and games moving because of Hurricane Ike. Westwood emerged with a 34-31 win. They came down for the game-winning field goal with a couple seconds left, and their holder actually fumbled the snap, grabbed it, and ran it all the way down to the Austin High 4-yard line and got out of bounds just in time for them to kick the game-winning field goal. Jordan Williamson had 4 field goals in that game. So I love it when a kicker can get those game-winning points, and Williamson is easily one of the best kickers we have in this area. So great game there. It's probably my favorite game that I watched this year. Rick, what was the best accomplishment this year?
Well, the best accomplishment I saw was Ryan Swope at Westlake. In back-to-back kickoffs, he ran back 96 yards and 87 yards in the first quarter in the playoff game against Harlingen. And the funny thing is, Westlake has 14 points on the board, and their offense hadn't even stepped on the field yet. So I'll always remember those back-to-back kickoff returns.
I feel Ryan Swope's probably going to be on that list of nominees for Player of the Year, too. My biggest accomplishment goes out to Hayes High School. Coach Bob Shelton won his 300th game a couple months ago against Lockhart. So not many coaches can claim they've done that feat, and Coach Shelton, he's going to be back next year, and he's going to add on to that win total. Maybe he'll get up to 400. Who knows? I don't think he'll be stepping down anytime soon.
Not soon.
All right, last category. What's the biggest surprise this year?
The biggest surprise for me was Dripping Springs. They were 3-7 last year. No one expected them to do anything this year. They come up with a 9-1 regular season. They surprised me. That was my biggest surprise right there.
My biggest surprise is actually going to be Lake Travis. As I'm sure the frequent viewers of this webcast know, I picked against Lake Travis quite a few times this year. I just didn't think they were as good as they were last year, but they were even better. They scored like 11 more points a game this season than last year. Their defense was better. Garrett reset the record that he set last year for passing yards despite having nearly 120 less pass attempts. That team was just unbelievable. They crushed almost anybody who decided to come calling. So Lake Travis team was great. I was a bit surprised by that, but congratulations on what they were able to accomplish. And I think that wraps it up for us here. Thanks for watching us the entire season, and have a Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll be back a couple times during basketball season, but if not, we will see you next fall.
You did good.
Thank you.